indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high-quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
Hello everyone and welcome here from a rainy Wrocław to the 2025 European Men's Lacrosse Championship with this matchup between Wales and Greece. My name is Emlc and I'm here joined by...
I'm Bill Searle. I'll be adding in some color to the game here.
And like we said, it's a little bit rainy, but the fields are holding up pretty nicely. And
This has been commonplace for Wales. They had their game delayed last night, and this game was actually pushed forward from this afternoon so that they met the 14-hour minimum gap between games.
we're here with Team Greece, who comes off a win against Finland. It was 9-5. What can you say about that win, Bill?
It was an expected, I think, win. Finland's been getting run into the ground. They play a completely different style than a lot of the teams. They play a lot like Czechia. Okay, a lot of box players.
And Wales had an overtime loss yesterday against Czechia.
That was a comeback by Wales. Czechia took it to Wales for the whole first part of the game, and Wales scored 2 goals in the last little bit of the game, only to lose it shortly in overtime, in the first overtime period.
So we're about to get ready for the first face-off of this game. It's going to be Jack Hallett for Wales, number 6, and number 33, Sam Steffen. Both draw guys here, and we're about to get underway. Here we are. First face-off gets picked up by Sam Steffen. Nice little win there, and he passes it off to Ethan Hughes. And Greece here, ready to sell it to Athanason, who is actually still in high school, so pretty impressive for him to be here already at this senior event. Off to Caldroni with the first shot. He's up for 6 goals, 4 assists in this tournament already, so he has 10 points. He's not the point leader for Greece. That's going to be number 22, Anthony Tsakos. He has 18 goals, 6 assists, and I think he's in the top 5 points leaders of this tournament.
So.
Here we have him, Anthony Tsakos. He's going to dodge to the center, gets his hands free. He's going to shoot, and that's the first goal for Greece.
Wales is gonna have to find a way to stop him because nobody else has.
It was a nice little move to the inside. He got his hands free. There was not really a good slide coming from the Wales defense there.
It's just a simple sweep across the top.
And he's going to be the man to watch for the Wales defense. As we said, now he had got 19 goals and 6 assists. Combined for 25 points.
It's not like Wales didn't know that was coming.
Exactly. Here we go with the face-off win. Another win for Sam Steffen with number 33. And he's going to run it up. See if he's got a break. Passes it off to the long pole. That's Paragiudakis. And can't connect. So it's going to be picked up by Finn Sykes. Off to the goalie, Jussi Grut.
I wonder if Wales is going to have the same, hangover from their tough game yesterday at the end of the day. And the fact that it got extended by the weather that we had that came in.
It's going to be the first offensive set for Wales. Here it's Ben Stringer, who passes it to that's number 23, Joe Harris. Off to Paul Chapman. Back to number 5, that's Tylee. Get the shot and a good save. That's a good save by Anthony Katagas, one of the older players here in the tournament. If you've seen him around here in Wrocław.
Yeah, he has a solid save percentage.
And now taking it slow, it's Paragiudakis, who we just saw on offense. Passing it down to Christos Brooks, up to Jack Minetti, up to Ethan Hughes, who's also been one of the key players for Greece. And he's looking for a teammate. Back to Jack Minetti. To Tsakos. Tsakos dodging down. He's getting his hands free. Shovel shot. Just misses the goal. And gets backed up by Dima Athanason.
Good job on the D to get hands on, or get a stick on his hands.
Here we go again with Tsakos. Looking to dodge. Against, that's Finn Sykes again. It's probably going to be the matchup we're going to be seeing a lot today. Here is George Caldroni. Slips. Loses the ball. And now it's a ground ball hustle in that muddy field there. Just a couple of meters away from the goal. Gets knocked out. And Finn Sykes can't get it up.
Oh, that's going to be grease ball.
Yeah.
Out of Sykes' stick.
And he left the ball there on the grass. Couldn't get it off the ground.
He got it off the ground. He got checked and it went out of bounds.
Here we are, Jack Minetti again to Anthony Tsakos.
We're going to slow down and get a change here. I've been noting referees certainly putting the stall on relatively early in games when teams tend to take a lot of time to do a change.
Yeah. Tsakos now gets to the inside, just misses the goal, and there's a flag.
Bit of a late hit. Believe it's on number 23, Joe Harris.
I think actually it's on Finn Sykes. The matchup we've seen before.
Yep, it is on the pole.
It's going to be on Finn Sykes, and that's going to be the first man up for Greece here with Dima Athanason to Janu. Hughes back to Janu, back to Athanason, and here we got George Caldroni. Oh, the basket picks off by that's Harry Perry. And now a little bit in trouble, but he gets knocked down. Perry says he got hit in the helmet, but it's a goal for Greece. That's going to be number 15, Christos Brooks. But
we have a player down behind the net.
Yeah, we're anxious to see what happened there with Harry Perry.
Yeah. And we don't have the luxury of having a replay here to see what actually happened.
Yeah. And he grabbed his face mask. He's not coming off, so he was heavily pressured there on the end line, and lost the ball after he got hit there in the helmet, maybe under the face mask. We'll try to figure it out.
Sometimes the safer play when you're caught like that is to just Gilman, launch it up the pitch, and make it a 50-50 for your attack in the poles. At least it kills time and gets it out of the danger area of turning it over in your own end, which happened and ended up in the net.
Here we have two new face-off players. It's Paul Chapman who comes up with it.
Clean win.
Yeah, he was squaring up against Emmanuel Nikitiades, who has a 63 face-off win percentage. And now it's Wales offense. Number 4, Paul Chapman, was playing offense earlier. Now also doing the draw and subbing off for Czech. No, that's Ty Lee. Now it's the ball up top. And it's a slip there from Joe Harris. Unfortunate slip there from him. And now it's getting the ball's getting brought up by Jonathan Spiropoulos. And clearing. It's a nice, vicious ride here from Ben Stringer. And he just keeps it in, not being offside.
Well.
Well, that's the official call here.
Yeah, the official call is he didn't go offside. That's not fair. He wasn't focusing on the players on the other side of the field.
All right. Here we got the ball with Sam Stephen.
We have that slow change happening.
Yep. Again, Nicholas Janu getting the ball here. And he's got a lot of space against Callan Stevens. And he's really trying to drag him out setting up for that dodge. Here he goes, Janu. Finds the shot, but that's a great save by Jussi Grut.
Not much angle there for that right-handed shot.
No. And Groot was all over that. Now, not the best passes from him.
Cool.
And Greece can't convert this loose ball with
that's
George Caldroni. It was a
the
good
goaltender
opportunity.
just lost the possession. It just launched out of the top of his stick.
It's a good opportunity here for Greece. And we're going to have to restart here at Athanason.
We now have the sun peeking out in the rain here.
Athanason with the shot. Just misses the net, and it's backed up by Ethan Hughes. And now, like we said before, Manolis Paragiudakis, he runs off. He stayed on offense with his long pole.
Yeah,
So,
we see that a lot with Israel.
yeah.
Hosenbold on Israel had a hat trick this morning in their game.
Oh, that's deflected by Harry Perry, who's back. And Sykes comes up with it. Back to the goalie. He's getting guarded, but that's excellent hand by UC Grut. And now makes the pass. That's a great pass to Tiley. Finds Pink.
It was interesting
Yep, still got it. That's a great handle by Josh Pink.
On the clear there, the obviously the natural reaction was to give it back to the goaltender. I don't think he noticed the player was standing beside him.
Williams to Ben Stringer. Back to Will Monks. Who's going to take it to the middle. Passes it off to Thomas Rosser. And here we go. It's going to be Joe Harris trying to dodge. And now it's a good settled offense for Wales. Good to see their patience on offense.
Giving their defense a little bit of a break.
Yeah. Joe Harris wants to take it to Paragiudakis. Looking. Paragiudakis slips. That's a slip for Harris, but he managed to stay on with the ball. Pink up against Spiropoulos. Leans in. Big dodge here. Gets his hands free, shoots, but gets backed up there by Thomas Rosser.
Good poke by the long pole. Get in on the hands and break that up.
Also great dodge by Pink. Getting his hands free there in the middle. Oh, and almost Rosser with the opportunity to go to the cage, but he can't get a hold on the ball. And now it's an easy clear. They're going to take it slow. I think the ball now is with Ethan Hughes. And
he's certainly in no rush.
He's no rush, not getting any pressure. There we go with Paragiudakis.
Wales giving some pressure on this side of the field.
Yeah. Paragiudakis is notorious for his offensive runs. And now they find Ethan Hughes there on the backside. And that's an easy clear, easy outlet for Greece. It's going to be Caldroni up against Harry Perry. Now up top, Crystal Brooks to Sam Stephen, who I think he's going to match up against Joe Harris. Oh, good knockdown from it's a good knockdown from Owen Edwards.
We have 5 Greek defenders riding one player up the sideline.
Yeah.
Not sure how that works, but I'm pretty sure somebody was open.
Yeah, but sometimes if you have pressure, you also have to find someone who's open. That's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Here we go with Sakos. Oh, he tried to shovel shot there.
Yeah,
didn't really work out.
Not sure that was a great choice.
No.
And we have the ball pointed towards Wales here.
Yeah.
Wales direction.
And that's a quick
sure
restart.
he
It's
was
a quick
aware of
restart
the
by
play.
Harry Perry, but
And
a push.
he checked the stick and then he pushed the player. Even though the player, number 8 there, Harry Perry, couldn't pick up the ball. He couldn't play without his stick.
Here we go. A good successful clear here by Finn Sykes, who gets it to Alex Williams. He finds his teammate there again, Joe Harris. Back to Tylee. Pink is looking for a matchup against Spiropoulos.
Pink and Stringer seem to be the big guns for Wales.
Yeah, and Greece does a really good job matching up those long pulls against the key players here in this Wales offense. Now it's Tylee gets to the center. Pink with the shot and a goal. That's a goal for Wales.
Flag comes
Josh
down.
Pink, and he also gets hit. Helmet comes off, and he's also indicating the referees. Have you seen this?
Flag came down on the far side of the field, so it was identified. You never know how well some players actually put on their helmets.
Yeah.
It still came off, and I don't think he knocked it off himself.
No. But good thing is he didn't get any injury of that, especially with helmet contact and helmets getting knocked off. You always get a little scared, if anything happened to the player. But good thing is he's fine after that shot.
It's interesting. There's a fine line there between when that flag was thrown and when the goal went in. If that had happened after the goal, of course, it would have been a possession at center. But we do have a draw.
Yeah. Sam Stephen comes up with a face-off.
We have a timeout call by Greece.
Yeah, we just have about 35 seconds to go here in this first quarter. 2-1 for Greece.
The winner of this game is going to go on to play Slovakia, and I'm sure Greece is itching to play Slovakia again after losing to them 8-7 in pool play. The loser will host Poland, or will be playing the host Poland. Winner will play for the highest they can finish in the tournament is the 9th position, and the loser, the highest position they can finish is 13th. I guess the lowest they could finish is 16th. Of course, this is a qualifier. These teams are both going to qualify, I believe, for the World Championships, Division II World Championships, which are going to be held also in 2027. Of course, positions 8 through 21 are all going to qualify for that championship. Still don't know who the host is going to be. Of course, everyone wants to you don't want to be in the top 7 and host when you're not going to be there.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting location-wise. But
I imagine with the amount of organization it takes to run one of these, that'll be announced relatively quickly.
Here we go with the restart. It's going to be George Coldroni here up against Harry Perry. And they're probably going to wait until the last shot. 25 seconds to go here. And Coldroni beats Harry Perry, beats another defender in the... Oh, and that's a good takeaway.
A great pickup.
Yeah, Owen Edwards there. Can't get it to Tom Porter, but finds Chapman here
Wales
with a good...
Wales is
and
having
a couple
a
of seconds
horrible
left.
time.
Oh, falls down. Flags are flying here. And I think...
yeah, that's unfortunate. The Greek player actually just fell into the back of his heels.
Yeah.
He still tripped him. I believe they're just going to hold the ball here.
Yeah,
we don't know the time.
No, I think it was just about 3, maybe 2 seconds to go. So it couldn't be the end of the quarter because he already fell down.
1 second is the indication. So he's just going to hold the ball for possession. Of course, in any odd man situation, if a quarter ends, the person with the ball retains it, whether it's the offense or the defense.
And that's going to be it for the first quarter here. Wales versus Greece. Wales is up 2-1. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with you for the second quarter.
Welcome back to Wrocław, Poland. You're watching the 2025 European Men's Lacrosse Championship. We're at the start of the second quarter with Wales on a power play or a man-up situation. I keep using hockey terms. It's a Canadian thing.
Here we go with Pink to get the ball back here with Joe Harris. Back to Jamie Chambers. Finds Simpson. Back to Harris. And Pink up top. Loses it for a second. Can he still get it? Yep. Gets pressured by Andoni, but they can still hold on. Chambers to Simpson. And Stringer moves it up. No look pass to Simpson. Shot.
That's off the far post.
Yep.
It's going to be a race up here to center, and the ball is tipped over. Of course, that is not over and back. It did go off the goal post.
Yep.
We are even up on the field now.
Here, Harris is liking this matchup against Hughes, and he's going to take him out a little bit. Setting up for the dodge. Loses it quickly, but retains possession. Comes up from goal line extended. Is finding Pink in the middle, who still has Spiropoulos. And there it is, Ben Stringer. Finds Chambers. And now got the goalie and the defender hung up on X. Is looking for a teammate. And finds the outlet with Harris.
Good job of Greek players collapsing in the middle there. There was nothing open in front of the net.
Oh, Harris slips. And then Hughes has an easy pickup. Gets
we have an odd man situation going up the field here.
And here we go with Paragiudakis with the shot. And
I think if he had looked to his right, he had an open man.
Yeah. And here Hopkins gets it to Simpson. And all the way down to Ben Stringer, who's just going to settle it a little bit. Take some time for that Wales offense.
Long poles get excited when they come rushing up the middle.
They do. They get like a tunnel vision. And
tunnel vision. When they score, though, it creates a lot of excitement.
Definitely.
Again, we had a long pole hat trick with the Israeli player Hasenbold this morning.
Here we go. Harris gets it to Stringer. Next gets guarded by Andoni. And you see a couple of these players are having trouble with the field. They can't really, plant their feet as they want to. And here's a shot by Wales.
It's funny, it works two ways too, right? The defense too has a tough time reacting.
And here we go, Ben Stringer with the restart against Andoni. Again, same matchup we've seen before. Here we go, Pink can't grab it.
Have another odd man situation.
Spiropoulos with the fast break.
You think he'll shoot this time?
He's going to shoot. No, Tsakos. They was a bad pass from Spiropoulos. I think it's also has a little bit to do with wet sticks, ball coming out of your stick a little bit different than you're used to. That's Rosser for Wales. What kind of influence does weather have on your stick?
Everybody hates to play in the wet. Guys are notorious for not wanting to take out their good stick in the weather, especially if it's a practice situation. Here, the ball does funny things.
Yeah. Here we go. Harris gets it to Simpson. Back to Harris, and he's going to dodge against Paragiudakis, and leans in, gets his hands free, shoots, and it's not a bad shot.
Interesting. It was almost a ward at the start of that, and he
Yeah.
seemed to get his free hand out to push the defender away.
Yeah. Restart here with Will Monks against Sam Stephen, the face-off specialist. Here we go, Rosser. Bull dodges in, finds Simpson. Goal, Wales!
I like that. I like the idea of sort of the bull dodge. It's a straight run. He doesn't have to change directions. The long pole, I think, had his stick down. I can't see a replay on that.
It was excellent shot placement by Paul Simpson there.
It was an excellent pass.
Top corner.
Through, right in the stick. We got a tie game.
Yeah, it's going to be 2-2.
approaching the 10-minute mark of the second quarter.
And
We got a loose ball interference. They call it a moving pick. It's just an interference call.
so it's going to be Stephen with the ball to Caldroni, Athanason, and Angelakos. We haven't seen him
No.
out that much yet. Back to Tsakos, and it's going to be our usual suspect here on ball for Greece. Looking to feed. Finds Stefan here in.
Everyone's struggling. That pass was
Yeah.
behind him as well.
Stefan tries to get it to Athanason, but gets picked up by Caldroni. And then a shot by Tsakos. Just wide. Greece maintains the ball here with the backup. Stefan up top. It's interesting to see. He's taking all the face-offs almost, Stefan, but also not going to be their guy to dodge against Jack Hallett, other face-off specialist.
Little swim dodge there. Again, you see the pass down at the player's feet.
Oh.
And then we had a moving pick.
Yeah. Here we go.
Fast start's going to create
Jack
an odd
Hallett
man.
with the fast break. They have more guys, Wills, here. Shot! And that's over. It's a good opportunity here for Joe Cole.
That was a great job of Jonathan Siropopoulos stepping up and breaking that up.
Yeah, often with a fast break, it's just about making a choice, whether it's on offense or defense, and no choice is the worst most of the time.
A lot of times you'll see players just look off, look up at the pass there and throw it down to the crease, especially if you can identify who's going to slide or has started to slide.
Here we go, the dodge with Ben Stringer. He's moving around, finds Simpson with a goal earlier, up against Ethan Hughes. Loses his feet, but maintains in possession. Oh, almost finds Stiley there on the crease, gets picked up by Paragiudakis, and Katagas now with the ball. Finds Paragiudakis again to Stefan, and just in time before Pink can get a stick on him. Tsakos. Really the party starter here for Greece in almost every play. Dodges down, gets the matchup with Tosser and Rosser, sorry, and Hughes here to Stefan. Tsakos, roll dodge. Oh, big bodies collide, and only the Wales defenders are falling down. And
why do we have a whistle so early? And then you have another flag. The two collided right into the helmet of Tsakos, and both players went two different directions. So there are two flags on the play. I'm guessing we're going to get an illegal body check. Should see the referee's elbow come up here. We have simultaneous fouls. We have a procedure that's wiped out. There were two. The only way that happens is if there are two technical fouls, or minor fouls they're called. It's wiped out and possession is retained. So
interesting call there.
Greece will have the ball.
Interesting call there by referee Jorik Spitsen.
Kind of thought there was some head contact there, but I guess they're calling it a push.
Stefan with the shot. Just misses the net. Gets backed up by George Caldroni.
You'll see some of the lighter players that are up on their toes will be able to make those cuts on the top.
Yeah.
The heavier players, they just dig in
so
hard their feet come out from under them.
Yeah, and that's also what we're kind of seeing with Anthony Tsakos, right?
Yeah.
You see, he's one of the bigger dodgers, and that works fine with different field conditions. But now he's really.
It's interesting because he's such a threat. You'd think if he went to the top or even from X and did a straight bull dodge, he's going to draw a slide, and there should be somebody open.
Here we go with Stefan again to Tsakos. Rolls away from pressure. Gets his hands free. Shot. Goal. Greece.
Smart bounce shot
Yeah.
from outside the top of the crease.
We were just talking about Anthony Tsakos, you know, having a trouble with finding the right dodge, and we might have inspired him by our words because he just does it. And that's an excellent roll dodge. And gets his hands free and shoots. So he might found a way of setting his feet.
Yeah, you're going to see more of the swim dodge, bull dodge here, not necessarily the face dodge.
So Nikitiadis here on the face for Greece has a 63 win percentage up against Will Graham. And
we have
Wills
an
comes
odd
up with
man
it.
situation here.
Oh.
And we have a timeout call by the white bench. I don't know.
I wouldn't be too happy about it if I was a
player.
but
Going,
I mean, it was a good opportunity there for Wills to make something happen there. I believe
it did look like a good situation. They did catch the two players behind, and he had a couple of steps on them.
Definitely. So it's just under 5 minutes to play for here in the second half. Greece up 1 goal, 3-2, and
it's looking like we're going to have a low-scoring affair.
Yeah. As we said, Wales coming off a loss yesterday against Czechia in overtime, and this game was supposed to be played in the morning, but because of minimal resting time, this game was pushed back a little bit in time, and now we're. I think that's good. That's good for Wales. I mean, it's
definitely good for Wales. Latvia, it showed earlier.
Yeah.
Today, they looked tired in their game. That was a frustrating game for them against Israel. Israel is plays exactly the same no matter what the game. They're going to be that's going to be a tough game for England tomorrow.
Here we go. Wales with the restart. It's, Ben Stringer gets double teamed right away. Interesting play here from Greece off the start because they don't have a man-up advantage. So it's going to be highly pressured, and Harris is pressured by Hughes, but they maintain possession, and now they can ease into it a little bit more. It was interesting to see right away that two-man pressure.
You're seeing the referee signal over there. So I think the Wales player didn't realize that he could step back over half. The ball hadn't been established over the restraining line. So
Harris here with the dodge to Simpson to Pink. Back to Stringer. Back to Tiley. Up against Minetti. Gets to the middle. Gets his hands free. Simpson. Back to Stringer. Can't connect. Oh, doesn't get picked up by Pink. And now it's Spiropoulos with the fast break. Tries to find Paragiudakis, but...
and we have a flag thrown on the far side. I think every coach was yelling 2 hands on your stick on that last miss. Did not see what the flag was for.
Nope.
Number 7 is going to sit down.
It's going to be
That's
Jamie Chambers. Yeah. Here we go. Tackles on the restart.
Now, that would have to be a personal foul as the ball was free, was sitting on the grass. If it was a technical, it would have just been a possession. Or I guess it's called a minor foul now.
Here we go. Athanason to Janu. Back to X to Coldroni. Janu. Hughes. Tackles. Looks for the shot. Hesitates a little. Doesn't take it. Brings it back out to Hughes. Of course, they're in the man up, so they have quite some time here. Greece. And gets picked off. Athanason. And it's great pressure there by Owen Edwards. Tackles.
Oh, there it was.
Oh, great save by Jutsi Grut.
The long pole got caught having to make a decision there and left the other attack on the crease.
Grut to Hopkins.
Easy
Who
clear.
finds Porter. And that's a good clear by Wales. The penalty is released, so it's even strength again.
Greece is really pushing the defense out high.
Pink. Looking to dodge. Gets to the middle, and it's a goal for Wales, and flags flying.
2 flags.
Wow.
I assume it's the same foul.
Yeah. And that's an excellent individual performance there by Josh Pink, getting
Let's see the signal.
getting to the middle, beating his defender, wide open on the doorstep. Excellent finish as well, and also get some flags. So that's even.
I think he actually ended up passing 3 players there to get in on that.
He's weaving through.
Let's see if we have a player on the wing. Nobody's sitting in the box. We do have a Greek player on both wings. So obviously those were minor fouls that were wiped out by the goal.
Might have been something like a push in possession.
I think he may have been pushed through. Yeah. He may have actually helped him.
Yeah. Get some extra speed there.
Yeah.
That's a clean face-off win by Sam Stephen. And gets through the middle, highly pressured, but just in time, I think, before he passed it on the ground. It was a timeout call by the Greek head coach. So it's a Greece timeout.
Yeah.
Because the ball was loose. The
ball
was
was loose there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Obviously, sometimes you will hear the whistle afterwards because you're turning to make sure somebody's asking for a timeout, and by the time you get the whistle to your mouth, it's another fraction of a second. Fraction of a second can seem like a long time sometimes.
I believe we still have 36 seconds here in this second quarter, so that means 36 seconds in the half.
In this tie game.
Yeah. And good. I would say good timeout by the Greek coach, because I think they want to, most ideal situation for any team if it's tied and you just have so much short time before the half. You want to get up on that board. Also, just as a mental.
It's
thing,
momentum going into the
Yeah.
half. You've got a lead coming into the second half. On 3-3, you're starting the second half at 0-0 basically.
Going to be interesting here. It's going to be Anthony Tsakos here with the ball.
No surprise.
No surprise there.
Let's see if it's going to be an individual effort or he's going to try to dump it.
Getting guarded by Tom Porter, and we just reached the 30-second mark. And I think
Longpole's getting up close. He doesn't want to create a big gap for him to run at him.
Yeah. Tackles. Kind of taunts his defender. Porter with the stick still on his hands. Tackles, doesn't get his hands free enough. Hughes with the shot.
But
post.
33 was wide open.
Yeah.
Sam Stephen, when they took the ball to the other side.
And Wills tries to restart it quickly here.
Without the play being blown in. It does say 7 seconds. That is not the official time. That is what we see here.
Mm-hmm. And Chapman is going to restart it here. He's looking at Simpson. Loses the ball. I think that's part of a wet stick. And Simpson now.
That is the half. We have a tie game in this matchup between Greece and Wales. We will be taking a break and we will be back in 10 minutes. Thank you for listening.
Commercial break. We've been really busy over the past 2 years developing our very own women's lacrosse stick.
We are really, really proud of it. So stop by the shop. We would love to tell you more about it.
Good Stick Co. Come get a stick. Good Stick Company is here to manufacture and produce lacrosse sticks locally here in the Czech Republic. Our mission is to make lacrosse more accessible so more kids can have access to affordable, high quality equipment so more people can play this game and we can share this sport around the world. Our philosophy on pricing is quite simple. By removing all these different logistics and these middlemen in the manufacturing process of lacrosse sticks, we can pass those savings on to you. We can make these quality lacrosse sticks affordable for more people.
We honor our indigenous roots and international history. Lacrosse is more than a game. We play with speed, heart, and precision. Young, modern, electric, inclusive, growing across the globe. Lacrosse is everyone's sport, governed globally by World Lacrosse.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the 2025 European Men's Lacrosse Championships here in Wrocław, Poland. And we're right to get underway for the second half. I think we're about to.
Oh, I'm still. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Little confusion here in the commentary
Yeah,
booth, but also
yeah.
on the field. It was a little unsure if we were about to
actually
start
live.
and if we were live. But welcome back, everyone. Here for the second half, Wales versus Greece. Tied score 3-3, and we're just about underway here with the first face-off. Great pickup by Paul Chapman.
You get double teamed. You got a little tap in the face there. Nothing worth flagging. Lots of players think if they get touched in the helmet, it's an automatic penalty. It still has to be a slash.
And there it is, a great outlet there for Simpson. He's going to take up against Andoni. Pink to Chambers. Stringer. The kind of the usual names we're hearing for this Wales offense.
Yeah. Still 6 goals in the first half. Low scoring affair.
Pink gets it up top to Stringer. Finds Harris versus Hughes. Tries to dodge, but finds the outlet there. Back to Tiley against Paragiudakis. But gets it through. Simpson.
That's a short stick.
Yeah. Almost lost his feet there, Stefan. The face-off guy. Back to Stringer. Against Andoni. Gets they're pushing out really far, Greece
Yeah.
here.
Guys are cutting through the middle, but I think they're just trying to wait for somebody to slip or get off balance before they get it in there.
Yeah. Spiropoulos looking at Pink. But here we go. Tiley gets to the middle. Wants to dump it to Stringer, I think. And there we have a flag.
We have a late hit here.
And we definitely can hear the excitement from the Wales fans here on our right.
Tiley seems to be okay. Oh, he's shaking up a little bit. He's going to go for a jog to the bench. Now, I assume this is an illegal body check?
I believe so, yeah. 1 minute.
Oh, it's a 2 minute.
2 minutes, all right.
That's the third 2-minute one I've seen today.
Here we go with Chambers to Simpson to Rosser. Rosser. Simpson. Wheels looking here to get ahead of Greece for the first time in this game. Pink. Finds Stringer. Pink. To Harris. And we see Cutters now.
That middle is all jammed
Yeah.
up.
Stringer against Hughes now with the long pole. Simpson, Pink to Simpson. Hughes now, as we said, Shorty before, now has the long pole. Who runs down,
Oh, that's gonna
and he's
be
going
a
to take a
flag.
shot. And a goal, for Greece. Man down goal for Greece. That's going to be Ethan Hughes.
Not only man down, but a man down long pole goal.
Man down long pole goal. And that was too much for Jussi Goodert in goal.
He took a couple of good hacks on the bottom hand there that I was kind of surprised didn't draw a flag.
Well, there was a flag, I think, but it was waved by the goal.
That would have to be a minor foul. If it was a slash, that person would still be sitting.
Here we go. It's that's too many men for Greece, I think. No. Oh, it's a timeout. Timeout Greece because they
so-
couldn't really get the right personnel on. So they, I think, head coach.
Yeah, I would assume they were about to take a procedure call for not being ready.
Yeah, and just in time he called a timeout there. So it was kind of a strategical one. This not getting another penalty up on their sleeve.
Would have just been a procedure, right? Not ready in time. Would have given a free possession to Wales. You never know how important that timeout is going to be at the end of the game. You know, when you have a clear going and your player, you know, has two people on him, steps over half, and you don't have the timeout to save that possession.
You can really see the difference here between the two timeouts. We see Wales in one big group, and we're definitely seeing a difference with the Greece timeout, where you definitely see a defensive huddle and an offensive huddle. And we're going to see at the face-off for Wales, Jack Hallett with a 68%, and for Greece, it's going to be Sam Stephen with 57. Although I think his percentage is going to go up a little bit after this game. I've seen some excellent face-offs from him.
I think with these two teams, it's a 50-50. Again, Greece is late getting a player out. You had that whole timeout, and they had a procedure.
And it goes wide. Chapman restarts, and they're right in their...
And we have a timeout by Wales.
Yeah.
We're down to one timeout blue, one timeout white. With, you know, what do we got? 26 minutes left in the game? Well, almost a little under half.
Yeah, that's interesting. Especially you never know what you just came out of a timeout. Although it was not your timeout, you would assume you went over things.
And you had a procedure. You know, after a timeout, it's inexcusable. Greece gets a technical off the draw.
Yeah.
One player was late. I assumed he made it over the line, but you know, how long? You know, what did you talk about in the timeout?
So here we go. After another timeout, quickly after each other.
Now I don't know how much is left in the personal foul, the 2-minute personal foul to the player on the bench. Obviously, Greece wanted to, or Wales wanted to get as much time as possible left.
There we go. Here we go with the restart. It's going to be Rosser. To Pink. And now the penalty is released for Greece. Simpson. Oh, I think he found...
we had a flag.
Yeah. He found Alex Williams there. And
we have a slash behind the play.
Okay.
Undisciplined play. He just got out of the box.
It's going to be...
or is he looking for the ball?
Spiropoulos. Spiropoulos is going to change sticks here with Minetti. And
smart move. You cannot throw your stick to another player. You actually have to hand it to them.
And another man-up opportunity here with Pink to Harris.
They're really Williams. Trying to free up in the middle.
Simpson. Yep. They're looking. It's Harris back on X. Got the defense hung up a little bit here. Rosser. Ooh, good save by Katagos.
I'm pretty sure the goaltender was set up before that shot was released.
Didn't really change planes. It was just straight to his stick. I think the stick of the goalie was already kind of down because
he was already there.
Yeah.
That was a thank you very much. Very nice.
Here we go with Crystals Brooks, who's clearing the ball, and Greece still in the penalty box. So we're gonna see. Oh, and that's Owen Edwards losing his foot there, and slips. to Tsakos.
They are going to just try and run the penalty time out.
Yeah. And
the penalty has been released, so we do have a player coming in the top.
Tom Porter tries to put some pressure on Anthony Tsakos. And Tsakos now against Porter. Again, 2 Wales defenders falling down, and it's a goal for Greece. Oh, and that's very, very unfortunate. I think it was Harris there with Porter kind of running into each other.
Yeah.
And, that opened up everything for Tsakos there, who found, I think it was Ethan Hughes there on
I
the
think
backside.
that was maybe a little too much attention on Tsakos there. I think that might have been a discussion too, you know, if he being such a threat to score, if he can just, you know, draw a slide. What a
That's
clean
a
win.
clean win by Nikitiades, and gets it to Stefan. Actually, the other face-off player for Greece, other draw guy, and now Greece is up 2 goals, and I think we're going to see some patience by the Greek offense.
We're seeing that slow change again.
Definitely.
Nobody's in a rush.
Christos Brooks here with the ball. It's going to take his time. Back to
They move this ball back
to
across the
Lacrosse,
top.
yeah.
Oh,
Tsakos.
you may see the referee
Yeah.
tap himself, which is a signal to
Nice
his
swim dodge. Gets his hands free, but a good save by Jussi Grut. And gets the outlet. Back to Porter. And excellent handle there by Andrew Hopkins. Hopkins finds Tiley in the middle. And Will Monks now also sees the field. Tiley to Stringer. Pink. Very recognizable there with his head collar. Sometimes you wish other players would also have some
some
distinctive
identifying
features.
feature.
Yeah.
You mean like Silberlicht with the flow?
Yeah.
I guess Usitalo on Finland as well has the flow going.
Monks
Yep.
gets it to Tiley, who's up against Paragiudakis. Pink against Spiropoulos. A matchup we've seen a couple of times already. Here, roll dodge, tries to get to the middle. Oh, and that's a big
gonna be a
collision.
foul.
Yeah. I think Pink there hit the goalie, but also the goal itself. Katagas is up. He says, no worries there.
I'm okay.
I'm okay, yeah, I'm okay. So no beef there. And it's going to be interesting call here. And which way the ball goes. Is it...
Interesting. Nobody seems to know what's going on or who's supposed to go where.
There's going to be a lot of
Did we have
tea time here between
a
the
push?
referees.
Did we have an interference? Is there a free clear?
Guess it's. I
If
guess
it's a
green
time
ball.
serve, the ball should be at half. But there should be a player sitting in the box. Oh, and there he goes.
So I think that's a penalty on.
They're saying he went in
Josh
on his
Pink.
own.
Yeah. So it's going to be a penalty on Josh Pink. So he's up in the penalty box, and it's going to be man up for Greece here with Janu, who we haven't seen a lot yet in the second half.
But a big body.
Yeah. Janu to use Tsakos. Finds Caldroni. Back to Tsakos. He's going to let it fly. Shot and a good save by Grut.
Tsakos
And,
right now seems very deliberate on where he's shooting.
Yeah.
He's shooting from up high around his shoulder. It's going to be high. If he's shooting down around his feet, it's going to be low.
Paul
might wanna change it.
Chapman here draws the flag, and he's up in the middle, and he's got a lot of pressure, and that's actually a good pass. Great look to Jamie Chambers, and then
We have simultaneous fouls. They were offside. The CBO was really late in identifying it. I think he was counting. Yeah, simultaneous technicals will wipe each other out, but Wales will retain the possession of the ball because they were in possession of it. Yeah, the flag did come from the bench.
all right.
These guys have the luxury of having a CBO. I don't know about you. Are you a referee?
Preferably not.
I'm a referee, and we do high school games with just 2 people. So you don't have the luxury of somebody hanging around there.
Here we go. Pink out of the penalty box right away against Spiropoulos, and there we go with Jamie Chambers to Thomas Rosser, who has the shorty with Ethan Hughes, but Ethan Hughes showed already quite the defensive power, also picking up a long pole. So that's excellent short stick defensive midfield playing here by him. Here we go. Stringer almost finds Simpson on the crease, gets picked up by Pink.
That was a little no-look pass.
Yeah.
Didn't fool the pole.
Simpson up against Stefan, pulls it out from X. Chambers gets his hands free. Oh, and that the pass gets picked up by Paragiudakis, who now...
It's going to be an odd man situation here.
Oh,
except
Ethan
the pass
Hughes,
is
great
behind.
handle by him. Gets checked by Harris, but he holds on to it.
Great patience by Ethan Hughes. He could have tried to go to the net there. He did have a step on the player. Nope. We'll set up.
Yeah.
Do the smart thing.
We're here with just under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. We're going to see Christos Brooks dodging against Rosser. Up from the X. And it's a goal for Greece.
Way too much space given along the crease there.
Christos Brooks gets his hands free and comes around, turns the corner and shoots for a topside finish.
Greece has doubled the lead from halftime. Now last night Wales came back from down, scored quite a few in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can match what they did last night. Important draw coming up here. Be nice to get some offensive possession for Wales. Oh, wasn't sure that wasn't a little interference. Maybe he stepped on his foot. Hear the player apologizing for that pass.
Here we go with Ben Stringer to Will Monks loses the ball, gets picked up by Jack Minetti, who's quickly to Tsakos, who's going to probably try to get his hands free to Dimo, and it's a very good goal by Dima Athanason from the feed from Anthony Tsakos.
And Anthony's doing a great job of. It looks like he's going to wind up and shoot from there, and he's such a threat that the pole is coming up a little bit, maybe trying to get into the alley there, and he's able to dump the ball down to the open man. That's twice he's done that.
Yeah, great fast break play here by Greece.
On just a fumble up at the top of the restraining line by Wales.
Very unfortunate for Wales. And that's a clean win from Emmanuel Nikitiades, who I believe just swapped his stick with Stefan for the draw.
See Sam Stefan just trying to get everyone to calm down. We're changing, hold on to it. Wales is going to have to start pushing out a little bit, I think, down 4.
With just over a minute to play here in the third quarter.
They've scored 3 goals in 44 minutes, and they only have 16 to score 4. That's to tie it up.
Tsakos back to Angelakos, to Janu, who gets it to Caldroni. Back to Janu, and you really see the patience by Greece, and now they get the stall warning, so that means they have to get it in between the restraining line and the end line and keep it in there. Caldroni against Sykes.
Without pressure, the player doesn't have to do anything.
Exactly, and with just 20 seconds to go, we'll be looking if Wales can put some pressure here on Caldroni. Shifty move there. Axe gets hung up, gets the defense and hung up, and is going to try to either dodge or shoots, and a goal for Greece. And
Greece has found something on that crease.
Yeah. George Caldroni again turns the corner, shoots, and gets the top corner. Great placement from him.
Great use of the clock. There looks like 9 seconds left. This might be a situation where you might tie up in the draw as opposed to lifting it.
Here we go with Chapman on the draw for
He'll be
Wales.
looking for a clean win.
Yeah. And it's Nikitiadis again.
We get a sweep.
Yeah. And then Chapman
So you're going to have to launch
gets
this
it,
thing.
and then that's it. Just before Pink could get any shot off. So that's going to be it for the third quarter. 8 Greece, 3 for Wales. And we're going to be back just before the start of the fourth quarter. Hello everyone, and welcome back here for the fourth quarter of this game, Wales versus Greece. And before we start, I want to give a shout out to Grandad Jim Davey, watching from the UK, from Stockport, supporting his grandson Aaron Davey, number 2, playing for Wales. So again, greetings to him from Wrocław and the Wales fans back home.
How much time management do you think the coach was discussing between the quarters there?
Good question. Good question. What do you think?
It's, you know, if you have the shot, take it. But if you don't, oh, we're going to have a hold here.
And he's out of the box. And I think it's Athanasun apologizing to his teammate Hughes, saying, "Oh, I forgot, I can't go out of the box here in international rules."
I wonder if they'll ever go to that, like the hockey style, where until the other team gets possession, you can do whatever with the ball. I think that's the way it's working in NCAA now.
Here we go, Hughes to Tsakos, and gets pressured by Porter, even on the man down. And then Atanason, hitch move, and gets tangled up, and that's excellent. That's an excellent
Great
takeaway
defense.
check from the Wales defense. And that's it. We just gave a shout out to his granddad, Jim, and seeing his grandson in action now. It's Aaron Davey in goal, number 2, playing little
Cat and mouse.
cat and mouse here with, I think that's Atanason. And that's excellent play there by Aaron Davey.
There's no pass here.
Yeah.
There
And there's
is
still
now.
man down. Yeah. Oh.
And again, in his feet.
Oh. Wow, that's an excellent play there by Porter.
Nice
who,
football
kicks
skills.
it. Yeah, he kicks it to Jack Hallett. And impressive play. I think got a little inspiration from Gareth Bill there. Back in the day, important football player for Wales. And here we go. Bench, it's Joe Harris. Turns around and scores.
Taking
Goal
a play out
for
of the Greek
Wales.
book.
And we've just seen similar goals for Greece there, kind of the same way, coming from Hex, turning the corner and shoot from Greece. And now it's also Joe Harris shows that he can do the same thing.
They've got something. There's something about that that particular end and that particular crease.
And
we're down to a 4-goal difference with about 12 minutes left. Wales did mount a great comeback last night, just falling short in overtime. Sure, they don't need to be reminded of that. The falling short part, not the comeback.
And Will Graham, great effort there from him, but can't come up with the ball here on the face-off. And it's then Stephen here with the possession to George Caldroni. And now we're probably going to see, again, a very patient Greek offense.
Slow change.
I mean, they're up 4 goals.
Let's see how quick the stall call comes on. Right about now, I'm thinking, we're waiting.
Ethan Hughes taking his time, and it's not getting pressured by Callan Stevens. Callan Stevens pressures out a little bit more on Ethan Hughes now, who's going to take it to X. Little hitch move there, and he has to dance around that crease. Comes up, he's going to find his teammate, George Caldroni. Ethan Hughes, shot, and a goal for Greece. And that's an excellent 2-man game there between Caldroni and Hughes.
It's interesting, from our angle, it looked like the top player had the clear shot.
And Greece back to a 5-goal lead here in the 4th quarter. Just over 10 minutes to play.
That clock is going to run freely until 2 minutes. Greece is not going to be in a hurry to do anything here.
No, and it's going to be interesting how fast we're going to see stall warnings and stall calls from the officials.
I mean, once it's obvious what's going on, we have a procedure. Wales is going to get a free possession here.
Here we go with Stringer on X. Moves it up to Rosser, who's going to take it up to against Paragiudakis. Chapman pulls his way. Stringer again now. It's been guarded by Andoni. Pink gets pressured, gets a double team here by Greece.
We're going to see a bull dodge here.
Yeah, Alex Williams here against Brooks, the shorty. So that's the matchup he probably wants. And here we go. Gets to the center. And a flag.
Curious as to what the flag was.
going to be a whole 30 seconds.
I thought that was pretty good defense. I mean,
So you could say
he's asking the referee if it wasn't a cross check.
yeah, you could say interesting call here by referee.
Sometimes then they're using the middle of their stick. They call it a hold.
So Wales with the man up. Let's see if they can bring back that gap from 5 to 4 goals. And the pass gets picked off by Andoni, who's gonna look for Caldroni, but yeah, with a field as wet as this one, it's just gonna trickle down, and it's really hard for a player to pick it up because it just, you know, the speed just adds up with this wet surface.
Thought he had thrown it at his feet.
Williams finds Stringer on the
all
crease,
alone.
on the doorstep, and then I think it's either a save or it was the post. What do you think?
I think he saved it.
Yeah. Here we have Andoni running it up. Gets checked by Harris, but it's all stick. And Minetti is now just gonna take it very slow here.
And again, we're just seeing some time management here. You'll get slow changes. Officials usually get aware of this and start to put the stall on. You'll hear the referees yelling, "Get it in." I think that's coming shortly.
Here Caldroni, swim move, tries to find Tsakos in the center, but they can't connect. And now it's going to be Harris with an odd man situation. Gets support from Edwards, can't pick it up, and then Stringer, and then he can't pick it up. So Edwards now shovel pass to Stringer.
I think we're getting I'm looking at a score here. Ireland and Germany. If I'm reading it right, Ireland is up 8-1.
So here we got Tiley down to Will Monks. Back on X, Pink. What can he do against Spiropoulos? Looking to feed, can't find anyone. And here, Tiley gets to the center and a goal for Wales. That's an excellent goal.
Just under 6 minutes. There's lots of time. It's going to be important on the draws here.
Yeah, and that's an excellent goal by Mish Tiley, getting right to the center of the field. Doesn't really get picked up. Doesn't really. It's not really a slide there from Greece, and gets his hands free and a nice little bounce shot to score against Anthony Katagas in goal. One of the older players here at the tournament. And now let's see if they can get on a roll like they did yesterday, Wales, with the face-off. Will Graham again, and gets picked up by Hallett, and that's an excellent.
He was able to turn the corner.
And
what do we have a call here?
Interesting call. Yet again. Spiropoulos. Oh, tries to get it to Angelakos, but he can't hold on. So
so a little bit of gamesmanship there. The player picked up the ball within 5 yards of the Wales player, and then of course there has to be a 5 meter or 5 yard gap before he can touch him.
yeah,
He was looking for a call.
here we go with Minetti. He's going to try to find one of his teammates, but they're not in a rush here, Greece. And that's going to be a timeout, Greece. And I'm still interested in the call, which we just had a little bit earlier with possession for Wales, and they had to turn it over. And I'm
maybe a ward. It looked like he was clear of the players. So
yeah.
that, I'm not sure what happened. Certainly not an offside.
Maybe stepped on a sideline there.
No, could
it's a little
be.
bit too far for us to actually see, and we
Yeah,
again we don't have a replay. So if we miss something or we haven't seen it correctly, our apologies.
So on the field that you're looking at, that's directly behind, is Germany and Ireland. And at this point, I don't know if it's halftime. I think it is halftime. It is. Ireland is leading Germany 9-1. Sorry, 8-1. I don't know if that's a surprise. I really haven't done many games with either of those teams.
Well, I've seen a very heavily USA influenced Ireland and against a homegrown Germany. So
to be fair, there's a heavily U.S. presence on several teams.
Yeah, exactly. So
heritage
we all
players will refer to them as.
We've seen a lot of strong performances by the Ireland team yet, but so we're back here with Wales versus Greece, and it's going to be Caldroni from X up against Harry Perry. Almost gets a double team because Wales definitely needs the ball back here, and we also see a face guard of Anthony Tsakos here and Caldroni almost gets past.
I'm not sure I really want to engage and take that contact.
Yeah. Ethan Hughes now up against Callan Stevens. And then Tsakos manages to get free from his defender, Porter. And now that's impressive. Wow, behind the back change up for Tsakos. And here it's going to be Christos Brooks.
Yeah, the stall warning is on. We're inside 3 minutes in the fourth quarter. Greece is up 4 goals.
Oh, and that's Harry Perry with the overhead check, and Tsakos gets it to I think that's
18.
Number 18. That's Marcus Myers. We haven't seen him a lot on the field yet, so we had to look a little bit for his name. But nonetheless, he gets on the board. He got the one-on-one with the goalie after the feed from Anthony Tsakos, and with the pressure Wales is playing, you're going to give up some looks, right, Bill?
That's the way it goes.
And that's a free ball, and excellent play by Wales, and nice behind the back from Porter there to Pink. Chapman with the shot, and gets saved by Katagos. There's actually some nice lacrosse there from Wales.
Yep. Oh, we have
here Paragiudakis comes up with it, and definitely someone who wants to stay on offense. And here we got Marcus Myers again.
Now, if the player is getting challenged outside the zone and making an effort to evade the defender, you're not going to get a stall call. It's usually when the player stands around.
Here we got Caldroni up against Harry Perry. Some good checks there from Harry Perry. He pushes him.
Referee's got his hand
like
on his flag.
Yep. And there's going to be a flag and a good trail check actually from Harry Perry. Although he had the penalty before, it was.
Referee was anticipating the flag the whole time.
Yeah.
We are into stop time. There's a little over a minute, a second, 61 seconds.
And here we go. Penalty on Harry Perry. And a man up for Greece. Here, Marcus Myers. He's just going to run it. And still, even though they're a man down, they're going to pressure Wales. That's very admirable to see. And let's see if Sykes can take away the ball. Nope, it's up to Coldroni. It's going to be guarded by Porter. Good check, and then Tsakos. And I think he's just gonna stand there, wait for some pressure. And we're at even strength. Penalties released. And here it's Tsakos against Sykes. The pass and the shot from Damianidis.
Covered, but I'm not sure a shot was required. I assume it's one of the players that doesn't play a lot.
Yeah, and then the pass to Damianidis. Also a name we haven't.
Yeah. Goal differential means
seen before.
absolutely nothing in this game, by the way.
And here we go. A nice pass to the outside field, and that's going to be it. That's going to be it for Wales versus Greece. Greece 10, Wales 6, and that will advance Wales to the game versus Poland 11:30 tomorrow.
It'll advance them against Greece against Slovakia.
Yeah, and that's going to be 1:10 tomorrow as well. And I want to give another shout out to Granddad Jim Davey, who's seen his grandson Aaron Davey play here today in the fourth quarter. I wanna thank you, Bill.
And thank you, Ingmar.
And I want to say to all the people watching at home, please stick around for the post-match interviews here done shortly after the teams have shaken hands. Again, thank you, and good
Cheers.
night.
I'm here with Josh Pink, number 10 from Wales, after a game versus Greece. Josh, you had 2 goals today, so there were some positives even though it wasn't the results you wanted. What are you going to learn from today's game to bounce back for tomorrow?
I think we just need to focus on unforced errors, keeping the possession and just going through our sets. Go back as a team and talking about what we need to do for the next up and coming games. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Good. And you've been here for about a week and a half now. So what's your favorite thing to do outside of playing lacrosse with your team since you've been in Wrocław?
So we got a little darts competition going on. So we play darts at the hotel. That's our downtime. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. That is Josh Pink from Wales after his game today in the European Men's Lacrosse Championships in Wrocław.